Here at this toolbar, when you take a look, you can see some new tools just added in version 5. Here is save, like Ctrl S. With a click, you can save your current file. And be careful, we have different type of saves: save level, save file. We have different saves. You will be familiar with them step by step. Here you can choose your work. For example, you can choose selecting to select different subjects, to edit them, for example, or other controls. Next item is landscape. And when you click, you can have the settings about landscape here. And then you will be able to work on landscape in Unreal with these tools. Full H. Here this item is for everything which is related to trees, plants, grass, something like this, for all green spaces. You can have it in your models or for landscape, and you can use all of these tools here to be able to control them or create them. Okay. Mesh paint. This is about different objects and controlling the meshes. And these professional possibilities just added to version 5. Here this item fracta, which you can use them to have some breaks in your objects, and many perfect tools added here. We will talk about them. And next part, which is brush editing, for editing the mesh or animation, to create some animations from the different objects. Select is useful for all fields and sections, but the most useful tools for architecture field, landscape and Full H. I want to talk about them a little to be able to use them in our projects as well as we should. Here in this menu, you can have all of these things which I talked about them. Not all of them, but some of them can be possible here in this list. Because here is for creating some actors. When you open this, here you can have the setting about importing contents. You can import some files here. We will talk about it. Excel bridge. Here, marketplace. And here again, content browser, like we have it at the top. And here we have some basic modelings, but it might be hard to choose it in this list. Here you have an item, place actor panel. When you select it, you can have it right here, and you can access all of these tools here like this. Okay, I can have a right click here at the top to have this like a slide at the side, and whenever we need it, just with a click, I can have it here. Or again, with a right click, I can have it again as defaults. Or for example, I can hide it here, and here again, I can select show or even close it. And we have this panel here for lights which we want to have in the project, or basic shapes here, sequences or cameras, some effects which we want to add, and something like this. And each of them can be really useful in project, especially effect, volume, and cinematic. These are really helpful, and also light. Here we can access blueprints. This part is to adding sequences or animations. For example, here we can have an animation with the cameras which we have in the scene, and we can play it here, and we can have some animations like this. I cancel it for now. So this is like this. Here this part is run. To run this camera, we call it simulating. We can move and walk in the scene, and here for example, I press W to move forward like this, and here with moving mouse I can orbit in the scene. If I press S, I can move back, A to left, D to right, E to move up, and Q moving down. And with escape we can get out of this, or here we can stop it. So this is to simulating. For example, right here, for this, when I run, I can see this animation. I can play it.